Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, this song is called Grace for Saints and Ramblers. It all came down to you and I, and it all came down to you and I. There were banged up heads stealing first base underneath the table, so we never said grace. Falling out of bed for the workday week, there was kissing in the cracks of the flash flood street. There were budding blossoms, blaring Johnny Rotten, chewed up and swallowed by the prophet they were trying to follow. Pick to green, and we paid no tax on our quick romantic coldest sex. And it all came down to you and I. All came down to you and I. There were crashed out cars in our barcode clothes, rubbing on each other, rubbing ghost on ghost. There were jumped up punks and the Jesus freaks, weaving in and out of trouble, wrapping round and round the leash. There were sleepless dreamers, doomsday preachers, the message and the messenger, gone beneath the register. The sweet gum tree by the tough drunk tank could never give enough to the bad blood bank. There were hopeless sinners, sweepstake winners, that danced with the farmer's daughter, capered with the corporate lawyers. All came down to you and I, and it all came down to you and I, and it all came down to you and I. There was laughing in the light and sugar in the shade, backstab handshakes made on faith. We were never out of time and never entertaining. Body said the habit of the wind was gonna change. There were misled misfits, teeth and biscuits, mountains full of penny wishes, parties full of pretty fishes, side by side with the birds and bees. And we never said grace, never ever took a knee. We're the saints and ramblers, movie star handlers, high above the aviary, underneath the cemetery. And we never wondered why, 'cause the sun was in our eyes. There was seed for the field, there was grease for the wheel. We were drinking with the luminaries, eating with the missionaries. All came down to you and I, and it all came down to you and I, and it all came down to you and I, and it all came down to you and I.
Live music here at KEXP, Grace for Saints and Ramblers from Iron and Wine. Sam Beam is here, Iron and Wine, tonight at the Paramount Theater. And that is from the album from this, the latest album, Ghost on Ghost,
Yeah.
of which I heard that phrase in that, in the lyrics on that one.
That's right. That's right.
You know, the latest record, for me, kind of struck me as the continuation of the arrangements from the previous album to the new one.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of picked the ball up and ran a little bit further. They seemed a bit more streamlined than the other ones, in hindsight. I started dabbling with a little bit more R&B kind of elements, and those arrangements were a bit more elegant.
Yeah, I really like the arrangements, the continuation of that, the R&B, and there's a little jazz tinge in there. And
It's another genre potpourri.
Yeah, and then, the names on the people who helped you out, Brian Blade, Kenny Wallinson, Reagan Krause,
talented folks.
Those are some players.
They were a lot of fun, really inspiring. I got really lazy in there. I just let other people do all the work.
So did you have help in arranging, getting those folks together?
I did, yeah. The main arranger, my friend Rob Berger, who's playing with me tonight, I got access to most of those people through him because he spent a lot of years in New York playing with those people, and so we went to New York where that little talent pool was, and plucked the fruit off the tree.
He knows people in New York.
He's got people.
Yeah. Cool. All right, you ready for another song?
Yeah, this one is called, it's off the record before that, which was not quite as elegant, but still fun to make. This one's called Tree by the River. Marianne, do you remember the tree by the river when we were 17? The dark canyon wall, the call and the answer, and the mare in the pasture, pitch black and bare in its teeth. I recall the sun in our faces, stuck and leaning on graces, and being strangers to change. The radio and the bones we found frozen, all the thorns and the roses beneath your window pane. Now I'm asleep in a car, I mean the world, to a potty-mouthed girl and a pretty pair of blue-eyed birds. Time isn't kind or unkind, you like to say, but I wonder to who and what it is you're saying today. Sleep in a car, I mean the world, to a potty-mouthed girl, a pretty pair of blue-eyed birds. Time isn't kind or unkind, you like to say, but I wonder to who and what it is you're saying today. Oh no. Marianne, do you remember the tree by the river when we were 17? The dark canyon road, I was coy in the half moon, happy just to be with you, and you were happy for me.
Tree by the River, performed live here at KEXP from Sam Beam of Iron and Wine, and that is from the previous album, Kiss Each Other Clean. And you mentioned Rob Berger there, who helps out and does a lot of the arrangements. Also, you same producer, Brian Deck.
Brian Deck.
So using some familiar people to keep things going.
Yeah, I like, one, I just like working with Brian. We've had a good working relationship. And I also like, you try to push things along with each record. It's nice to have someone there who knows where you've been. And so that makes it nice. We sort of have a shorthand now that's really nice to take advantage of. Yeah.
The songs on the latest release, are they songs that all, all were developed after the album prior to that?
No, not really. I tend to just write all the time, not really with the album in mind. So some of them were brand new songs at the time when we recorded, and some were older songs that have been kicking around for a few years.
Yeah.
Seems to be the way all the records work.
You're going to have a number of people on stage with you tonight, correct?
That is. It's a big Yeah, it's a big dog and pony show. It's fun. It's a 12-piece band. Me, Rob, the keyboard player that we were talking about, and a drummer and bass player. And then the sections kind of blossom the numbers. There's a horn section, strings, and singers and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's probably a lot of fun, too, with that many people, that many instrumentation going on, to kind of go back with some of the other songs and kind of revisit them and take them in a new way.
Definitely, yeah. It's definitely a lot of fun to revisit old tunes that, mostly exist in a more sparse kind of way, and do what you do with a giant band with them. But also, in the same show, take the new songs that people only know in this sort of larger kind of space, and strip them down and, show that they're all still songs.
Do you kind of stop and catch yourself and think, this has been going on for quite a while now, and this is all kind of going in a lot of different directions?
Yeah, for sure. It's a kick in the head, ain't it? Just how did I get here? This is strange, but fun.
All right. You ready for another song?
Yeah, this is another newish one called Low Light Buddy of Mine. He's in a white car waiting for the light to change. He's a buddy of mine, but I can't complain. He can make a lot of money, he can touch his toes. He knows you never look till the lights are low. And I love you and you love me, so we never demand and we never agree. I love you and you love me, and there's new fruit humming in the old fruit tree. He's in a white car waiting in the parking lot, and he's jealous of me and what we've got. He can buckle his belt, he can shine his shoe, but he can never end up where I found you. And I love you and you love me, so we don't talk back and we don't say please. I love you and you love me, and there's new fruit humming in the old fruit tree. In a white car waiting for the rain to pass. He's a buddy of mine, but that won't last. Cause he ain't the dumb grin on an empty cup we both took him for when he showed up. Cause I love you and you love me, so we both get stuck and we both get free. I love you and you love me, and there's new fruit humming in the old fruit tree.
Low Light Buddy of Mine, performed live here at KEXP from Sam Beam of Iron and Wine, and that song also on the latest release, Ghost on Ghost. It's nice to hear the songs, the recorded version,
switch them
full
around.
arrangements, also hearing them sort of on their own, kind of naked.
Thanks,
in
man.
a way.
Thanks. It's fun to do it that way, for sure.
I believe I read that a long time ago, before all of this music career in quotes started happening, that you had ideas in pursuing things in film.
Yeah, I did. I had gone to a film school and got my head all bent out of shape there, and I was moved down to Miami. Was working doing commercials and movies and all kinds of stuff, and then teaching film as well. And yeah, that's what I was pursuing and doing music as a hobby. And then you never know where life might take you.
Yeah.
It's nice to be open to possibilities.
Certainly always in the future, the possibilities of, if not working directly in film, but music.
I've been actually working on that lately. Funny that you mentioned, I've been working on developing some stuff for, you never know. We'll see what happens.
Some stuff that you can't talk about right now, but we might see something.
Yeah, you never know. Might see something.
All right. We'll be looking for that.
Thanks.
You ready for one more? I think I got one more for us.
Yeah, this is a really old one. Just to say thanks to KEXP for bringing me back a long time later than the first time. I'm pretty sure I probably played this the first time I played here. It's called Lion's Mane.
Run like a race for family when you hear like you're alone. The rusty gears of morning, faceless busy phones. We gladly run in circles, but the shape we're meant to make is gone. Love is a tired symphony you hum when you're awake, and love's a crying baby. Mama warned you not to shake, and love's the best sensation hiding in the lion's mane. Path, it burns a scented oil that I'll drip into your bath. The water's there to warm you, and the earth is warmer when you laugh. And love is a scene I render when you catch me wide awake, and love's a dream you enter, though I shake and shake and shake you, and love's the best endeavor waiting in the lion's mane.
All right. Lion's Mane performed live here on KEXP from Iron and Wine, performing tonight at the Paramount Theater. And again, the latest album, Ghost on the None Such label.
Right.
Sam, thanks so much for performing. And
thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming back here to our little corner up here in the Northwest.
It's great to be back.
All right. I want to say thank you to our engineer, Julian. It's 90.3 KEXP, Seattle.
KEXP in studio
That's
performances comes from.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?